articulators, new behavior. Talk about the shit, then research later.
Post-grad plus dumb ass equals podcast.
Yo,
What's up?
what's up?
This is serious bullshit. Back from a little hiatus. Fucking trying to squeeze one in real quick before Stirs is back on his travels. Go to basescripters.com/serious bullshit for anything serious bullshit. Basescripters.com for all things basescripters. Patreon.com to support. And fucking the forums if you want to hang out. Windows update, Stirs?
Yeah, so it's been a little while. Got the Windows update here, and the birds are gone. We've missed a couple weeks. I'm sorry I haven't been keeping you guys informed, but have you know that the birds are, there's a couple feathers left, and that's it. Can't even, you just be like, you pick them up off the ground, so I think that's where feathers come from when you find them on the ground. They're actually just fully decomposed birds. And only
Really?
one or two feathers gets left.
Really? Do you
Yeah,
think somebody
that's real.
picked those up? Yeah, that's fucking real. Real as shit, bro. Hey, that's real. Did somebody come and pick them up, you think? Or are they really just
What do you
fucking
mean?
decomposed? Because that's like, what,
No,
how
they
many
just
weeks did that
decomposed
take?
here.
I mean, how many weeks does it take for a fucking animal to decompose then? Shit, is it the same for, I guess a larger creature would take more time or what?
I don't know. It depends on what's eating it, right? I guess nothing really cared about these birds too much.
I mean, shit, you were kind of guarding them every week with this podcast. You were like letting all the predators know these are my birds, my update.
Watching over them.
Don't fuck up my update. Now, all right. Now, second update here. The new update was: are you podcast casual right now, or podcast
Formal. This podcast
podcast
formal.
formal? Yeah, sorry.
I'm actually podcast super formal. Right now I got my top button on.
I got a top hat on my dick.
I got my top button. I'm a button up for Jesus.
Yep.
That
Top
is
button for Jesus,
buttoned
guys.
all the way
Everybody
up.
knows that. Jehovah's Witness style.
But no hat, so maybe it's still formal. It's just formal.
What is there anything beyond formal if you had a hat?
Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to go, like Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
Like perfect formal.
Super Saiyan. Give me the iron. I'm going
Trying to
Super Saiyan formal.
Extra perfect formal.
Word.
I don't remember what's after perfect, but there's
All right.
stuff up there.
Here's one of the first things I wanted to talk about, just to get into something here. Since we don't have a lot of time, let's go and get to some meat and potatoes here.
Potatoes
Potatoes, okay, for
or
one.
the meat. This isn't just the meat.
I don't know. I'm a fan of potatoes. I think I can go with the potatoes as well. I think if you get meat and potatoes, you're getting more. It's an all-encompassing kind of situation.
It's not.
We're getting to not only the meat. We're getting to not only the meat right now, but I'm bringing in the potatoes on the side. The potatoes are flanking.
That's
from the
just
side.
the inflammation. That's
the inflammation, dude. Inflammation. What? All right, real quick. What the fuck does inflammation even mean? What does that mean? Where is this inflammation happening?
I think it means like your muscles are more inflamed. They're not. You feel more pain in them. You don't heal as quickly. You're just staying.
Yeah, but what if
all
you're
the
not?
time.
What if you're not doing anything? What if like my muscles don't ever hurt if I eat a fucking pancake? So it's like, man,
Dog.
it's like eating a pancake ain't gonna make my muscles hurt.
You're always doing something though, because like imagine if you just sat on the couch all day, then you'd be doing nothing and getting bed sores. But the fact that you get out of bed, you go work in the kitchen, and you stand up all day, you're building muscle or maintaining at the minimum.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I don't know if I ever find myself just being like workout sore unless I go work out or something. And I guess you're saying that if you didn't eat sugar, it would be more of a recovery time, or like it would be less pain after you worked out.
I'm not
doing
really
like a
saying
rigorous.
It's not necessarily sugar's just. Sugar.
I'm
guess,
not
is
saying
fine.
that's not
Don't know.
bad for you.
Sugar's
I'm
a
just
sugar.
saying when they say inflammation, it just seems like just like a word that they use to seems like a real nice sword to use in a duel.
Yeah,
If
you're
that
saying
makes
like
sense.
the same thing that Joe always says about just using big words to sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's just like inflammation, man. It's so abstract that like it can, like I don't
It can be
really
a
know
lot of
what the
things.
fuck you're talking about when you're saying it. Yeah, it's almost like using the word God. It's like you can be very, you can use it to your advantage in an argument, just by the sheer nature of its kind of ambiguousness, if that makes any sense. Anyways, what was I originally going to talk about here? Oh yeah,
The meat.
yeah, dude. The meat. I've been
That was
watching.
the potatoes.
I've been going in a couple times a day. I'll just check this stream, dude, and I don't know why I'm so compulsed to look at it, but it's a live tweakers. Some guy just has like he lives in, I think it's in Washington, in Everett, Washington, and there's just a fucking block like with like a sidewalk spot there where all these fucking drug addicts come and hang out and they sleep there, and some of them just fucking pop in and chill and taking shits. And anyways, they're just fucking, he just like decided that these people are sleeping outside my fucking house all the goddamn time or outside his building, so he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put a live stream up just to bring attention to it. That's what it says in the thing. And so it's 24 hour, pretty high quality live stream of fucking like meth heads and like just weird tweaker action, dude. And like this one guy looks like a straight up Walking Dead. And I was looking at it, dude. I'm like, man, I was literally, I showed it to Justin last night, and he started watching. He was like, dude, we were both like quiet for like 10 minutes. We were just watching this, dude. For some reason, it's so intriguing to just watch them in their natural habitat, tweakers and homeless people. What do you think about this?
I mean, I want to know what you saw first of all. Like, what did you see? Like, what were you seeing?
Dude, a lot of just like me. Dude, this one person just went through and folded clothes for like 2 hours straight. Like, it was the most. They were just folding some clothes and like throwing them over here and folding them. I don't know. It was fucking crazy. Like just the weird behavior that you see. This one guy looks like they call him Gandalf on there. Even the chat room, dude. These people are fucking. They have everybody named.
The chat.
They've got everybody named. If you look at the chat, it's hilarious. They got everybody named and they're like, oh shit, Gandalf's getting up. And then they're like, this dude gets up. He's all long white hair and he's just fucking like hobbling like this fucking dude. It was literally a zombie walk. And me and Justin were like shitting our pants laughing. So we're like, that is the most. It was like he was trying to be a zombie, dude, like the Crypt Keeper. It was like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. It's just a lot of strange, interesting shit. Apparently, apparently somebody got arrested live the other day. Like cops will roll up and fucking grab people and shit. It's just a weird. I don't know. It's just like if you're looking at your window at this weird corner that all this fucked up shit happens on, right? And I was really thinking, dude, and you could like, remember the whole homeless zoo thing that we were joking about?
It's that. That's exactly what it is.
It's exactly that, dude. And it's like, you could just what if you just generated money off of that for like rehab facilities and shit, dude? And then you just let people just watch them be drug addicts, dude. And then whenever they want help, they have access to it.
The only thing it's missing is like little things like feed them. Like they should have like some electronically set up food boxes so that you can like donate some Bitcoin or something or send like PayPal, and then it drops like a peanut butter sandwich out of a machine onto the sidewalk.
I think somebody sent a pizza to him before, bro.
Okay, yeah, that does work. You can just deliver food there.
Is it deliver food? Everybody just walks in just delivering food to these people. People are just like, I got Chinese. What the fuck? There's like meth in the Chinese box, and they open it up. They're like, "Oh my god, they're really." Yeah, dude. There's an average of 1,000 people watching that at any given time.
Wow.
I'm thinking about making it a new part of base scripters is that we have to check in on the tweakers.
Or it could be an SBS thing.
All right, we can check in. I'll show you here. Here, I'm gonna send you. I'll send you the link. Oh, dude. Live stream offline, bro. Never mind. Last stream 5 hours ago. I can't believe it's off.
Fuck it. Damn. It got too popular, dude. It went mainstream.
Maybe if they took it down, let's see here. Everett Tweakers. No, it's down, dude. 284 hours it was up for. It's a whole week.
Popular, man.
Dude, that's crazy. If they just shut it down like today, that's fucking. It's got a Facebook. It's got a subreddit for the tweaker cam, dude. It's a subreddit for the tweaker cam. How hilarious is that? What the fuck, dude? Go watch the. You've been on the subreddit. You've been on the sub.
Oh well.
What's
it was
up?
almost a thing.
Yeah, it was almost a thing. Oh well, it'll probably be back on. I'm sure somebody will bring it back. Somebody's gonna go there now and like set up a new camera because they loved it so much. Like some other guy who was just watching before is gonna go set up a new camera. It's like super high quality, guys. We're back. Gandalf's awake. Hilarious. Okay, so yeah, dude, you were talking about that gold shit yesterday. We were listening to the Rogan, and the guy was on there talking about the gold, and you were saying that like fucking if everybody got their gold out back in the day, when he was talking about they would only have been able to get like some ridiculously small amount of money.
It was 0.004% per U.S. dollar.
So how much gold is that?
So it's
How much gold was it?
0.004% of an ounce of gold. So you wouldn't have got much gold. Basically,
Nah,
it
that's
was
not a lot.
not a lot. And I
You
think
get
what
enough
happened-
gold to load into your musket to shoot you into your own head. Maybe.
I don't know what he was. I mean, the guy, he's so just
that was a direct attack on
Yeah,
your
and he's-
Ethereuming.
Oh, just cryptocurrency in general. He doesn't believe it's a thing. Just to sum it up for anyone who hasn't heard the Joe Rogan with the financial analyst guy. This guy did historically call the 2008 financial crisis. He was calling it in 2006, but maybe just got lucky. Who knows? I haven't really looked into it, but he did call it, and he's been credited with that. And so people give him some credence to when he says Bitcoin is just a bubble. It's not a real thing. But his argument is pretty weak on Joe's show, and Joe did a pretty good job of questioning him. So Joe's question, the guy was saying like it's not actually worth anything. You can't do anything with it. And then he was talking about how on his own site you can use a thing called BitPay to buy gold from him. This guy sells gold using Bitcoin. And then Joe's like, well, isn't that working right there? Aren't they using their Bitcoin and getting something? And the guy was like, yeah,
They're not.
but
it's not real.
Like, but I'm not. Exactly. But then he said, like, but I'm not accepting the Bitcoin. It's actually just becoming cash. And then it's like, what? It doesn't make sense. And then Joe's like, well, but the dollar isn't on anything. So the dollar is the same thing.
Sounds like he was selling the Bitcoin and making money off the Bitcoin too.
Yeah, he is selling the Bitcoin. Well,
So it's like he's totally taking part in this shit, dude. It's so funny that he's like, yeah, it's totally gonna collapse, but I mean, I'm gonna make cash off of this shit. I'm gonna just fucking, what a dummy. I just think like it's like saying that an MP3 file on your computer doesn't have any value because it's not physically there. Like if you bought an album in MP3, it's like, yeah, it's not there, but I could download it and then it's on my phone. My phone's physically there. I don't know how that. It still has value. I can get it off the internet. I can pull it into anywhere. Like you bought something, but there's no physical version of it anywhere.
Right, and if
like
someone else didn't have access to it, then they might pay you for it.
Yeah, is the iTunes bubble about to pop, dude? Is the fucking MP3 bubble? Is that about to go? People will be like, nah, man, MP3s are just whack, dude. That's just I can't find the usefulness in them.
I think
quality's almost as good as analog now. What's up? Sorry.
I think he looks towards. He really was focusing on the fact that it's not physical, and he was saying that gold is valuable because it is physical. And I was sort of texting you that last night, that how I think as we move forward in time, history of needing things to be tangible is not necessarily applicable to the future as we move into a more digital virtual reality world where things are going to be much less tangible, and especially the kids growing up now are used to things not being tangible.
Yeah. Dude, like, just little kids and their abilities to just fucking pick up and fuck with all kinds of different, like, super complex, not just, like, games and shit like that, but just, like, the object itself. The fact that, like, a phone or whatever just has, like, a fucking swiping thing, and then it's pretty much, like, you poke wherever you want. There's not, like, a button. You know what I mean? Like a set button that you just hit to go somewhere. Like, on a Nintendo, it was pretty self-explanatory what you needed to do, what you needed to interact with in order to make something happen. But, like, on a phone, man, you're just swiping and you know, doing all this different shit, and it's like that's what confuses a lot of older people. They're like, "Where are the buttons?" There's no buttons on here. It's like this is like making buttons everywhere. Dude. Yeah, so it's like you're almost. That is weird. There's really nothing physical there. You're just like tapping on this screen, and shit's just happening inside this magical box. If you really fucking think about your smartphone, it's crazy. You're just like, just imagine tapping on anything else and all this crazy shit happening. It's just fucking really strange that if you're just tapping on glass.
Nothing's fixed, right? You can just move any button anywhere anytime you want. You can just delete that button.
It's so weird, man. But yeah, so like, there's not enough fucking physical gold in the world right now for everybody, is there?
Well, so if everyone moved back to a gold standard, everyone would just trade very, very small bits of gold. And what he talked about, the gold pay thing, he was pushing this idea that essentially banks hold gold And using the internet, we can say, I own this much gold, and you could transfer it just like you transfer cryptocurrency, except the cryptocurrency actually represents gold. That's a pretty cool idea, and I'm not necessarily, I am behind, I thought it was a pretty cool idea. I'm absolutely not against what he's saying, but I don't think that that means because that's possible that Bitcoin won't work and other things won't work. I mean, I think Joe made the best point when he said that the dollar isn't backed by anything, and it seems to be working just fine since Richard Nixon era when we went off the gold standard for the second time. And the other thing is the guy did concede that maybe blockchain technology will be extremely useful. He didn't necessarily think that Bitcoin as a store of value would work very well. And things like Ethereum, which introduced the smart contract, where basically contracts are executed digitally. As long as the digital requirements are met, everything goes through, and so it creates a no trust environment. You don't have to trust the other person. Either happens or it doesn't, based on digital true false.
Got you.
So, and that's part of the blockchain technology. And I also was talking about how blockchain technology could be used to, Joe was freaking out about the Adobe Creative Suite creating something that could Photoshop for voice. You could make people say stuff that they had never said.
I saw that Radiolab. Yeah, that Radiolab was fucking creepy, by the way, dude, because it was really like, oh, god damn it, there really are mad fucking scientists out there. There's fucking scientists out there that don't give a fuck about what happens after they finish their creation. They just want to make their creation, and they fucking literally are not even thinking at all. That lady was not, she had like no answer, bro. Like, I could hear the disbelief in the guy's voice as he was asking for the second time. Like, are you sure? Like, you just don't think anything's gonna happen? Like, what? It's just like, nah, it'll probably be cool. We're just gonna make it. It's like, okay, what?
If she didn't invent it though, someone else would.
That's everybody's cop out, man. I mean, I guess
that's not a cop out. It's true.
I guess so, dude. If she didn't invent it, maybe somebody else would realize that they shouldn't invent it for the same reason that she didn't. But nobody will ever know because everyone's excuse is always, well, somebody else was gonna do it. I just don't think. I think that's the non-honorable. That's just not like I don't know. I don't like that argument as for why to do something. It doesn't give.
And I'm not saying it's why you should do it. It's just saying that you're not going to be able to prevent it. It's like saying.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that I can't prevent fucking somebody from going to kill somebody if they decide they're going to do it, but I'm not going to go fucking take part. That's like on your conscience forever, dude. If you create something that literally causes fucking like world chaos on a level of like world leaders fucking impersonating each other and fucking all kinds of crazy shit happening, like I don't know. I guess if anything, it'll just is it going to make everybody more honest or either more dishonest? Well, I think all this technology is going that direction.
The reason I brought it up.
You might just cut out, I think. Your mic just cut out. Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
He's back.
Okay,
He's back.
Okay, so the reason I brought it up was because blockchain technology is a manner in which can record things immutably, right? So you would have different distributed organizations record videos when they initially happened, and they would be entered into the blockchain. So essentially the original video would be sent to a ton of different nodes that are then hashing this into the quote blockchain. And as different nodes confirm that this is the real video, this video would then exist in the blockchain at this point in time, verified by the original sources that it did happen that way before it was muted. If something is immutable, can it be muted? Doesn't sound like the correct use of it.
So you mean like there would be some way of just a fingerprint basically that just carries over with the original video or whatever it is.
Right, because for instance, the way when you send a transaction over Bitcoin is you send money here, and then it goes out to a bunch of nodes that are then going to say, okay, the money from this address is going to this address, and then 6, 8, 9 different independent nodes have to confirm it. And once they all have confirmed it, that's part of the block now. Just is that way. So I'm saying that there will be an original video that comes out and is sent to these distributed nodes saying that this just happened. this is the original file, and then enter it into the blockchain, and then you can always walk through the block and see this media that happened. For instance, the base grifters serious bullshit thing on serious bullshit page, I guess, on the Steam blockchain, that cryptocurrency Steam, that is a blockchain, and all the stuff that serious bullshit has put in there is part of the Steam blockchain.
All right, well here. All right, so say one photoshopped image or something. I've been fooled a bunch of times by photoshopped images, fake videos, things like that. They get me a lot. If I'm looking through, somebody's like, "That's fake, you dumb fuck," or something like that. I read through the comments. I'm like, "I fucking knew it," or whatever. But like, there's so many people that can go through and they'll see some type of fake shit that's made like that, and then they'll just continue on, and then they've been affected by that fake thing, and then they're just reacting to that, and they're gonna move on for it, never knowing that it was fake. And even though if they would have stopped and gone and checked it out for half a second, they would have realized that it's fake. But the majority of human beings are not like me and you, who are gonna be like, oh, or maybe even more like you, because I get fooled still sometimes, where I'm just like, oh fuck, and I'm sure that I've seen some really dumb shit that was fake that I believed. But I'm saying like that has to have some trickle up or trickle down, trickle up maybe, I guess, effect of like people just being subtly influenced fucking over time by just people being able to lie to them in these different ways. And if you just add in audio as well, and they literally, I mean, think about the people that vote, and think about a lot of these fucking people just hearing something about like, you know, if it was Obama at the time, Obama saying something about grabbing by the pussy or some shit like that, and he didn't actually say that, but they got him saying that, or they got somebody saying like, yeah, I was with those two hookers, fuck some so, or whatever like that, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh shit, you know, we got this right now. Literally, if thousands of people hear it, if millions of people hear it, and then it comes out the next day that it wasn't true, millions of people already heard it and they're already affected by it, and it's already, the damage is done. They've already heard him say that, and they've heard it come out of his mouth.
Just made me want to recreate the entire Billy Bush video with Donald Trump, but all in Obama's voice. I just think that'd be the funniest.
It's like, here, grab him by the pussy.
Grab him by the pussy.
It's like a basketball. You grab him by the pussy.
That video would go viral. We need to make that.
You grab him by the pussy like a basketball. We'll make him say that. That sounds better.
And then it's just like we're like playing.
Now, Malia.
And it just comes out.
Now,
but clearly Obama's face on Trump's body.
Well, no, we actually made it Trump in blackface. We made it more offensive. Everyone's like, oh my God, Trump is super offensive. This is not good.
No, you're right. And a lot of people point to what Fox News has done by, I mean, in all news channels, to be fair, but I think Fox more than others really distorts the truth. And they've said that effect over time has led a lot of people to essentially elect Trump, right? Because they've been pushing this lie about things not working continuously over time. Hey,
what?
You're moving your mic or something.
Sorry, my fucking headset got caught on it. Bitch.
So, anyways, yeah, that's.
But yeah, the over, you know, the what do you call it? Aggregated effect.
Yep, the aggregate over time.
Of just fucking subtly like just fucking, I don't know, man, just putting the one thing out there, and if people just sit there, I mean, I know a lot of people that come up and will just watch fucking Fox News all night long and just take it in, you know what I mean? And it's like you're on a team, or it's just like watching sports. Except yeah, man, except the people are way dumber than they are in sports.
I think the people that are, the people that are putting it together know exactly what they're doing.
Like the Bannons.
Sure,
the world. The Bannons of the world.
I think the newscasters know exactly what they're doing. They've just agreed to do it. Yeah, I think they've agreed to do it for the paycheck.
Do you especially, yeah. What do you think about Alex Jones now, dude? Because I'm just laughing every time I fucking see this guy. He's become such a caricature of like he's become the joke of himself. Have you just seen anything he's done recently? I'm pretty sure he's doing fake videos now, and he's just fucking like going berserk all the time.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty funny. Because like people were treating him real credible there for a minute, and it was hilarious. That it was like, what are these people? There's people out there that really believe Alex Jones is coming out there to tell them the truth, and like they don't see this character actor thing going on.
Yeah, I went and watched his Bohemian Grove thing. That was pretty funny. After I found out that he because Joe mentioned it essentially. I was like, let me go watch this YouTube video of these guys.
Tell me about this. I haven't seen it.
It's really interesting. It's really Alex and the one other guy who was either on Joe's podcast at the time, or I think he was. He was talking about it. So, okay, yeah. So that guy was on there, and he, I kind of got his story together with Alex Jones' story, which he's the narrator of that documentary, because it's the beginnings of InfoWars essentially. That's what brought him to fame, was that Bohemian Grove covering. Essentially, they just sort of wave at the guards. They sneak in. There's some you can tell some weird stuff is going on. They do have some huge owl statue, and they sort of sneak into the thing. But when you're watching the ceremony, that Alex Jones is freaking out and saying like, it looks like they're sacrificing. Like, they could be a real baby that they're sacrificing right now. This could be a real baby.
So
he
funny.
says that.
That's so funny.
But it's not.
Could be a real baby.
It's not. And but if you watch it, it's like this really weird, just like bad middle school play for like 40-year-old middle-aged white guys, like all wearing khakis. They're all pretty nerdy, and they dress up in these kind of things, and then they talk about, oh, nature, we are so lucky to be here, nature, oh, the stars, the sun. And it's just sort of this weird, it's kind of like a ritual, but it's kind of like a really bad play.
What the fuck, dude?
That's what I thought watching it. I mean,
they have to fuck each other at night, right?
I didn't extrapolate that far, but
Alex Jones is like, I don't want to talk about all the sex that they had with my ass.
all the salad tossing going on.
I don't want to discuss or talk about. But yeah, I just been eating this guy up lately, man. It's pretty hilarious. Every time I see a video, I'm just watch that shit because I'm like, oh my god, he's just all in now. It's all character. There's no seriousness left.
Did you watch his that music video? It was like an indie Alex Jones. Dude, you should play 15 seconds of it or 14 seconds of it for the podcast. I think that's not enough to get pulled. Like indie folk song Alex Jones. It's like a legit song, dude. It's so good.
Paradigm of absolute control.
Giant death factories keeping babies alive, selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these stones. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They're green in the skin, and they run around screaming, "We love Satan, we wanna eat babies."
All right, I think that's
insane.
So you can see like they're vocalizing actual quotes of Alex Jones.
Putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay.
I think the indie song, I listened to that like 3 or 4 times. I was actually jamming to it. I was like, it sounds good.
That's funny.
I
hate Bon Iver.
Is that Bon Iver who did that?
It's supposed to sound like a Bon Iver song. It says.
Okay.
No, I fucking hate that music. But
I was jamming to it.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was funny. That's a funny concept. Pretty much Alex Jones over anything is a goddamn funny concept. That's funny. That last one was like a straight up bass grift.
It was. It was.
You ever seen this clip of Joey Diaz on Alex Jones?
Yeah, I watched it recently because Joe was talking about it again. And so
It's one of the most classic fucking things ever, dude. It's hilarious.
It's in your booty.
Dicks in your ass. Big dicks in your ass. He said that.
Joey Diaz fucking out.
Stay black, cocksucker. He was like, holy shit. Alex Jones is trying so hard not to laugh, dude. He was like, you're in big trouble. You're in real big trouble. He just kept saying you're in big trouble. Oh, that guy's fucked up. Where are you heading to this weekend, man?
This weekend, Erica's grandma is turning 80-something. And we're going to go up to Farmington. We're going to, they have like a little thing, surprise party set up for her in the park. We're going to do that. And then that night, or tomorrow night, I guess, we'll go up to Durango. And we're going to do an escape room. So white people stuff. We're going to
You guys are getting down in these
up.
escape rooms, dude. This is the whitest thing ever. This is the most privileged thing you could ever do is imprison yourself and then play a game where you get out of jail. Where you don't have to worry about being in prison.
It's not a jail. Last time I saw the murder mystery, dude.
Yeah, whatever. You're being locked in. Anybody else? You tell an immigrant, hey, all right, you're going to pay me money, I'm going to lock you in this fucking house for a little while. They're like, nah, I'm good, dude. I don't know what this means, man. A white guy is saying he wants to lock me up for a little bit, and I got to pay him.
Puzzle. What if you tell me it's a puzzle?
It's a puzzle, man. It would be like, man, fuck a puzzle, dude. What are you talking about? I'll go home and I'll get a crossword on the way home, man. Like
that puzzle is not as cool.
That's just some white people shit, that's all. Sterling participates in a lot of whitey stuff. He mountain bikes a lot, he swims.
Yep. What if I told you that my dungeon master quote was a black guy?
Your dungeon master quote?
Quote, I don't know, he called himself like the dungeon something or like the master lore, whatever. But the last place I went, he's a black guy.
Oh, okay, I got you. So you mean like at the escape room? At the escape room.
Yeah, employee.
I said immigrants.
Like, okay.
Not minorities, bro. Not minorities, bro. That's pretty offensive.
White guy.
That's pretty offensive.
White guy thing, implying that only white people would do this.
Whoa. Nobody brought black people into any of this, dude. I don't know why you're bringing the blacks into this.
Well, you brought, because he brought himself into it.
No, that was just a great little judo I could have pulled there. I just wanted to try and deflect a blow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Chris D'Elia was saying the same thing recently. He was like, I went to he was just shitting on escape rooms because he shits on everything. And he was just talking about how it was the most white person thing. And then I was just in my head the whole time. I was like, well, I don't know. My lore master was black, so.
My lore master was black. It still seems like he was just like one of the really smart black people that figured out that white people are into some really dumb shit, and he could just like start a business. It's like, oh, I can just make a fucking room. Literally, if I just like go stay in one room in my house, I could just use all the other rooms, charge white people to try and get out.
No,
hey, white dude! You want to come try and get out of this house? No, I just put a bunch of locks in here. You got to figure it out. Come on, whitey. So you're like, white guy, you're like, I can't. I just am intrigued. I want to explore this house. I'm going to need to explore.
Dude, I'm gonna make you do an escape room eventually.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll just talk shit the whole time. Just fucking make it a pain in the ass for everybody, dude. But it'll be fun. I mean, I'll do it. I'll have a good time, but I'll just be talking shit. I'll be like, hey.
I think this shit's fun. Oh!
No, it does sound fun. It sounds like a video game. It sounds like they just made a video game in real life. I've played that game 1,000 times, but yeah.
Dude,
I played that board.
Video game, but in real life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's pretty cool.
In our Google Hangouts, I started a little chat with you and Mike about doing a cabin again up on the East Coast. You haven't responded though.
I haven't seen it.
Been waiting for some response from Chris.
I haven't seen it. I don't even know. I'm actually always logged in on the base scripter, so it's like I don't ever see the fucking.
I'll include
CJ version. Yeah.
I'll just add CJ Wink to it. Yeah, so
or add base scripters to it.
It'll be a Grifter's Christmas this year. Something to look forward.
Oh yeah.
All three of us actually together, not over the phone. Yeah, I think we should do a live thing up at the cabin or something. You know.
You coming up for Christmas?
Yeah, come up I mean, that's the one time a year I see my family.
Yeah, that would be dope, dude.
Yeah, hoping to do the New Year's thing up at the cabin again. Just like we've done it the last 2 years. Mike missed last year, but Mike said he was down for this year.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm down to do that. That fucking New Year's was that's pretty cool last time.
Yeah, man. Just the pool table, the hot tub, and the mountain, and then just do a grifter Christmas.
Base Grifter Christmas, dude. Grifter Christmas. We'll stream the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
I'm just kidding, dude. Dude, we'll
trying to
stream
get
all of it.
I'll eventually need a new job, so that's not going to help.
You eventually what?
I eventually got to apply for a job, and a stream of a grifter Christmas wouldn't help.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
What the fuck is this weekend?
Well, I mean, it's all out there anyways. It's all out there anyways, dude. It's okay. The standards are different. All those old people are going to die off, and then everybody knows that we all drank and did blow. Or whatever the people did.
Allegedly.
Sterling's like, oh my god. Why would you say that of all things? The one thing that we actually didn't do. You just throw that one out? We just did a lot of
Making
blow,
shit
bro.
up. Yeah.
Nah, Stirs was like Scarfacing it for a while.
I thought you were about to come out and be like, nah, he straight edge in college.
We used to call him Gator Dick Olson. Gator Rail Olson. I don't know. Gator Dick. That's what it was called. Gator Dick. You ever snort a Gator Dick? It's a Gator Shale, right?
Well, everyone else was snorting it. Olsen put it in his dick.
Whoa. He snorted it up with his dick. His dick turned into a little vacuum dick.
All right.
That's what it makes, dude? All right, you got to go knock on some doors and proselytize?
Proselytize? Oh,
She fucking
wrapping it up?
Jehovah's Witness, be careful. Oh, I thought we were. It's 4 o'clock. I didn't know if you had to hard out.
I got some road to some miles to cover.
I got nothing. I got to make I got to start making this new grifter beat. Did you hear the last one?
No, because you haven't put it out yet.
Yeah, I did.
No, I listened to Meat Shits is the only one.
Yeah, it's the last one.
Oh, well then, yeah. Tomorrow. Well, I have it. I'm like 30 minutes from the finish. I got an hour and 30 minutes in last night. I didn't get. Yeah. That's how far I got.
No, I'm talking about the just the music track. That's what I was referring to.
Haven't done that one yet.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one will get stuck in your head. It's just a lot of meat shits in there, dude. You're gonna get meat shit stuck in your head.
The thing is, I've been listening to it for an hour 30 minutes, and I don't even know what the meat shits are yet. I know what they are.
You'll know.
You're saving it for the end. I'm like, man, when are they gonna start talking about the meat shits?
Dude, you'll know it's the meat shits. There's actually a lot of meat shits in there. You can't be an hour and a half in and have not heard about the meat shits.
Yeah, dude. All you guys talk about is charging it to the game. The ass fan has been broken. The ass fan has been broken, but you haven't.
That one girl was the best. That one girl was the best. I cannot help. Listen, I'm like God right now. We're like, you're God? You're God? Why is this happening to me?
I don't think I've gotten that far, dude. Just spoiler alert, man.
Dude, you had to have. Maybe you're not. Maybe I uploaded the wrong podcast. I don't think that's the case. I think I've listened. I hope I did. But yeah, man. All right. Well, you in next Saturday? You gonna be in town?
I think so. Yeah.
If not, we can just reschedule.
Should be the end of it because the semester just started. Got a lot of.
Yeah.
A lot more weekends in town. Just trying to get squeeze a little bit last out of the summer, you know.
For sure. Nothing wrong with that, dude. Yeah, I ain't mad at you, brother. I'm just wondering what the deal is. And fucking, like I said, if you want to switch it up, do something like today, then just let me know.
Nah, I think Saturday will be doing best. So we'll stick with that for now.
Sounds good to me, brother. All right, guys, this has been a short and sweet fucking serious bullshit 8, I believe. And fucking until next week, we'll holler at you guys.
Peace.